It's the third week, fourth week already. I don't remember of the coronavirus. So I was pricing out some games to sell, some of my doubles, and I was actually inspired to make a video. This video is the top 5, because everybody on YouTube seems to love top 5s, of my most expensive video games. That means not the most expensive value-wise, but what I paid for them. So my highest paid games, I guess. So first up, in 2016, I bought this set of shooters from a buddy on Facebook for 180. So I guess I really don't know what the price individually is for each game, because it was a bundle deal. But these two, and I haven't checked the recent price, but these two are really expensive games. Batsugun is a lovely 2D side-scrolling shooter, complete with spine cards. It's actually pretty annoying, the jewel case. It looks like a normal jewel case, but it's actually a bit thicker than a regular one. So if you break this one, you'll have a tough chance finding another one, especially here in Europe. The other game was, of course, Earth-type, I don't know how to pronounce this, 3, The Lightning Strike. This was also released in Europe and America, I guess. But yeah, I just loved the Japanese version, and it was affordable at the time. This was the first time, I guess, I paid over €100 for a video game. Now this was 2 games for 180, so I guess you could say it was 90 a piece, so not yet €100. But for me, this was the very first time I bought an expensive video game. So, and then fast forward to last year. Last year I started collecting Neo Geo games, so I got some pretty interesting titles, and of course all of you people know that Neo Geo games are pretty expensive. Prehistoric ISIL 2. I love this game. I had it on my multi-boot card, so I wanted the original copy. I paid 140 for this, so €140. He was offering it for 145. I could haggle him down just €5. It's a lovely game. I absolutely love it. I know these cards go normally for more than 140, but I was willing to spend that. You have to check this out if you don't know this game, especially the first level is amazing. It's pre-rendered sprites, it's a helicopter, and it's dinosaurs attacking a city, and yeah, it's an amazingly fun shooter. Now, this is also for the Neo Geo, but then for the home system, the Neo Geo IS, as we all know, it's complete with manual. This was one of the first games I bought for the system. I paid 56. I always have troubles with €156 for this one. And for this game, that's actually pretty cheap. This game normally goes for around 300. I saw there's a copy on eBay now for 500. That's probably way out there, but it's strange that this copy, even a week before I was checking, I bid it on this one, so it was a bidding war, not a buy it now on eBay. And another copy even the week before went for like 200, so it's strange. This is the US version, not the European version. It's one of the very few games that has a difference between the US and the European version cover-wise, so yeah, pretty sweet. And then thirdly, yes, thirdly, no, it's second place already. Second place is Burning Fight. So yeah, this one I exactly paid 150 for, which is also a very cheap price for this game. You might think, whoa, 150 for a stupid beat 'em up, but it's actually a pretty nice game. I thought, because the reviews from back in the day aren't that great for this game, but it's actually really nice graphically wise. It has a lot of nice subtleties. For example, it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, but you can go into stores. Here and there, there's like a small store or a bar, and you can like beat up the bar or beat up the store. And yeah, it has a lot of charm to it. It also has like this Hulk Hogan clone which attacks you, which is pretty funny. Yeah, for a beat 'em up. I prefer this over damn. Now I can't think of the name. The really famous Capcom series. Fuck. This always happens. It slips my mind when I'm filming. Well, still, even so, it's an amazing game. It's lacking the manual, so I guess that's why he sold it cheap. And somebody wrote FB or FR on the plastic case, but otherwise it's in great condition. It doesn't even have a broken case or anything. So yeah, for 150, this was an amazing deal. And for the numero uno of my most expensive games, you're thinking, ah, he's gonna show off another stupid Neo Geo game. No, I'm not. This is the most I paid for a single game, and this was 183 euros. You're thinking, what? You're stupid. Why would you pay so much for a silly little video game? And let me tell you why. This is not a Super Nintendo game. Even though the boxes are super similar to a Super Nintendo game, this is actually a game for the Japanese Super A-CAN system. Taiwanese Super A-CAN system, which was never released out of Taiwan. Only had like 13 games, and of those 13, only like 5 or so are playable for us Westerners, so they don't need the knowledge of Chinese. You have 2 platformers, 1 puzzle game, a fighter, and I think a baseball game. Oh, and a Bomberman clone. So yeah, I actually haven't even touched this game yet. I'm too afraid that I won't like it because I paid like 183 euros for it, so it's super expensive. Let me guys show you the game and the box. I did plan to make a video about this, so I probably will in the near future. As you can see, it's a cartridge that kind of looks like a SNES cartridge, but sort of different. This was like a 16-bit system released in 1995, so you just knew it was gonna fail. And the games for it are, well, they're mostly clones of known games. Like you have these platformers, that's a Sonic clone. This one is like, yeah. Also, this apparently is the best platformer for the system. The Bomberman clone really looks a lot like Bomberman, so that's why the system didn't really sell. And that's why these games are so rare and expensive. I have this friend who works on ships and is often in Taiwan, and I asked him a lot to go check out some like secondhand stores or something to find these games, and he said one time a guy knew what he was talking about, and he laughed in his face like, haha, you'll never find that. So even in Taiwan these days it's pretty rare to find Super A-CAN games. So yeah, that's it. This was my top 5 of my most expensive games, pickup wise I guess, so not value wise, but these are the games I paid the most for. And to be honest, I prefer paying some money for games I'm really enjoying. I mean, except for Journey to Laugh, I've all played most of these games like a lot of times, and I'm enjoying them a bit. So yeah, please leave a comment and like, and maybe even subscribe to my channel. What are your most expensive games, pickup wise? Bye. See you guys later.